Hello.
No. What have you been up to? How's your week been?
Good. I went to a party. I actually can't remember anything else I did. That was it.
By.
It's flown by. The weekend is gone. Back to work tomorrow.
Good fun though.
Oh, I love a weekend. I never wanted to be one of those people that live for the weekend, but now I am. Like, I don't do anything during the week. Like, I actively will avoid it. I'm like, I will avoid doing anything until Thursday. I actually work, gym.
I was like, apart from your job.
Yeah, I avoid everything.
For the record, she does do it.
I avoid everything. But yeah, so I don't do anything after evening until Thursday.
It's quite relaxing though.
Yeah. I only go to the gym and I go home and then I kind of like that life for myself, basically. What about you? Good week?
Yeah, it's been quite fun. I've had a few things to go to, but apart from that, it's been your average fun week, I would say. Next week I'm going to Manchester for the first time.
Nice. I went to Manchester for work for the first time, which is cool.
Did you? When did you go?
Cool. Oh my god. Early on in 2022.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'm literally going. We're doing like a whole team away day.
Oh my
in
god.
Manchester. Because there's people who literally work in like Northern Ireland and Scotland and stuff. Like literally, it's going to be very exciting. But everyone from London is on, because we have to get there for like 10. Everyone's on the same train.
That's such a vibe. So is it like a drinking thing?
Well, the day is not, but there's a night bit.
Oh,
and they're paying for our travel and one night in a hotel.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm going up that one. I'm literally going to have to get the train like 7 o'clock, so I have to get like from Euston, so I have to get to Euston from
here.
Yeah. It's only about half an hour, it's not too bad.
I swear to God, you can get there easier now because of... Oh, no, maybe I'm lying. The Elizabethan line.
The Lizzie line.
I don't actually know if that helps you.
We do the opposite. You say the Elizabethan line, I said the Lizzie line.
But it's
Taylor Swift though, it's Taylor Swift.
The Elizabethan line.
You think people have roughs on there? Like,
it is Swift. But I think I like it. It goes underground, doesn't it, now? And you're like, oh, because it used to be like my TFL line and now they've switched it.
Yeah.
Look at me.
It feels really roomy, like it's nice.
Yeah,
it also
it's
feels
nice.
like a bus.
Yeah, it's chilled. It's like remnants of like European metro
Yes,
stations.
it does remind me of Paris a little bit, and also a bit like the New York subway, like the layouts of the seats.
Yeah, it's just cool.
It's quite
I like
It's a vibe. It's like millennials made it.
Have I got to an age now where I'm allowed to find train lines cool? I suppose everyone in London rates a train line.
What's the worst tube line?
Metropolitan line.
What
I
do you
don't even
think?
think that.
I didn't finish.
That, like, the most pointless is the old Waterloo and
City line. Yeah, I don't think no one gets on that.
I mean, I've not used it. The DLR is a fun day out.
I was going to say, the DLR, right, everyone jokes on DLR, but actually...
It's a fun day out. That's
quite
basically
fun.
a boat.
Have you ever sat at the front?
No,
not
but
sat at
I've
the front.
seen someone that's like, I'm a train driver.
I've not done it. How does it
No.
work? Like, it's a bit like airplanes. How does it work?
I don't know. I don't know.
For me, it gets you from A to B, this line. Unbearably loud, central line.
Oh my god, I
You're
feel
like
like...
on it and it's like, sorry, headphone warning. It's like horrific. You're gonna have to like quieten that bit. I don't know if you can do that. It's horrific. Like you're listening to a podcast and then the tube may as well just be saying, fuck your podcast, because you can't listen to anything. You just have to pause your headphones.
I
Then
still
it goes
try.
dark. It's like pitch black.
Oh, I take it back. I feel bad. I've done the Metropolitan line dirty. The Central line is the worst.
It's the worst.
The worst. The worst.
Victoria, love it. Quick, A to B to C. Get me off, get me on.
The Victoria, the blue one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've used that
Oh,
one.
you would have.
The
It's like
District line is a bitch of a line.
District and Circle.
I've got the Elizabethan line and
They
the...
never bloody work. We're so London. We should stop
District.
talking about tube lines. If you're not even from London, this means absolutely nothing. Especially if you've not got on the tube. It's the underground system of London, but like everyone has their own opinions on it, and some they take you to different places, and then they connect. It's not as scary as you think, I promise. People who don't go to London like
people
terrified.
are definitely afraid. I had a friend that come and was like literally scared. I had to go get him from Waterloo, and I was like, couldn't even comprehend, and I felt bad. I was literally,
It's not that bad. Like the way I visualise it, because you're like, which way am I going? Like you have to think of like where you are on the map, and then look on the map at where you want to go. And if it's down, it's south. If it's to the left, it's west. And if it's to the right, it's east. Because you see southbound and eastbound, and you just lose your shit. Do you know what I mean? Because it doesn't say a spot, but that's how I think of it.
Maybe I'm just used to. Because even when I go to other countries, I'm never scared of getting on the tube. I'm like, I've got to get to this place. I go.
I don't understand any other train systems. When I went to New York, my sister, I was 21, my sister was 18. My sister just got us everywhere. I don't know where I was going.
Well, if you
She's like, oh yeah, we're going downtown. I was like, yeah, cool, we're going downtown. I had a fucking clue. I didn't know. She was like, yeah. And I was like, cool. And normally I do that. Frank was like, Frank's like, I'm always the directions. And I'm like, yeah, it's working well for us, isn't it? So we just keep it like that.
Don't.
Japan was easy though. Japan was very easy.
Japan is easy to navigate. As long as you've got Google Maps on your phone, you can
Yeah.
literally get anywhere. It'll tell you where to go. So I'm like, come on.
Yeah, it was a lot harder in New York because we didn't have that then.
Yeah.
We didn't have we weren't. There was no way we were fucking roaming. But we just had Wi-Fi every now and then when we were out.
Yeah.
When we went to Japan, we got a SIM card, so we were using 3G.
Yeah, you just screenshot your journey, didn't you, when you're at a Wi-Fi
exactly.
place?
And that's exactly what we did. Yeah, and it was good. But I don't actually know. If we went anywhere else, my sister would be like, "Oh, we're going over here," and I'm like,
Just follow, yeah. I'm your sister, basically, in trouble. I'm like, we're going here, 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 here. We'll get here, here, here. The only time I'll ever be organised. There's no other time I'll ever be
yeah,
organised.
I got it. But in New York, it literally in films where they all get off the train and then they all flood down a platform to get on another train. That genuinely happened to us.
The
amount
fear.
of rats I saw down there, not people, actual rodents.
I heard that might be a bit more of a myth. There's not that many, but I've heard a few people say that there's shit tons of rats.
I didn't see any rats on the streets, but I saw rats on the down in the, what do they call it, subway.
I actually don't mind rats that much. I'm probably an opinion, maybe. I'm not really scared of rats. I feel like that's an evolutionary thing.
Sorry, I don't know if that's just me. I'm not
People are like,
one
ooh,
down
rats.
the road that was dead and it looked like a cartoon. It's actually on the ground
See, I'm sad. I always think I missed the Ratatouille. I don't know. I just feel like they're really misunderstood.
I
like
knew you were gonna say
pigeons,
that.
misunderstood
Oh
creatures.
God.
No,
don't get me
pigeons
wrong.
are so
Okay,
funny when they
right.
jump down the pavement with their teeth because they can't step because their feet are too small, so they have to go boop. And if that doesn't bring much enjoyment, then not much will. I don't think in life. I love a little pigeon.
So we've already established how we are two quite different people, but we're quite similar. But also
Similar
quite
but different. Same but different.
We come from the same place, but we take drastically different journeys to get there.
Yeah, I agree that I am taking the longer, more complicated route because I'm not reading the instructions on a manual.
Yeah, I'm definitely reading the instructions, but I'm also taking the shortcut.
Yeah,
which may be longer than the original journey, but it's my journey. Scenic route, maybe.
I've been labelled a faffer. Okay. And I'll take that to heart every time they say it. I'm like, wow, I don't faff. And then I'm immediately faffing.
Yeah, I'm quite faffy.
Yeah,
I've been known to faff.
But I ironically also hate faffing. When someone's faffing, I'm like, oh my
yeah.
God. Ah! Like someone's looking for their bag and
I was going to say, someone's looking for their keys and their bag. Like,
oh
why do you not
my
know your keys?
God.
Oh,
I feel like an arsehole sometimes. And I try to be patient with people because I'm like, people will be patient with me. But I'm like, no!
My issue is my brain is always going so fast and I get really frustrated when someone's not going at my speed.
Yeah, I don't think I
speed
have
my
much
brain's going
patience. Yeah, it depends who I'm teaching. But if I was trying to teach my
I was going to say teaching parents emails in their phone.
Yeah, that feels
me now.
But is that because it's my mum? Maybe. And if
No,
I was getting paid for it?
No, because I've done other people. I've done my nan. She'll listen. She'll be like, oh, it's here. It's here. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, so I go to this and I click on that and I'm like, you've got it, nan. She's like nearly 80. Alright? No, she is 80. She turned 80 this year. My mum would be like, how do I turn on the computer again? And I'm like, it's the same fucking way it was last time!
I think it's a parent-child thing. Like, you try and teach them something, they're like, you're the child. You're learning from me. Does that make sense?
That's very toxic, though, of them.
But I feel like that's in essence a subconscious thing. They're refuse to...
Yeah, because just because they're a bit older one, it means they have to be correct. But
yeah.
You could be wrong, honey. It's not the end of the world.
Yes.
But it's annoying because, my mum's got an Android, I've got an iPhone. So, if she gets a new phone, she's like, oh, how do I use my phone? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't have one of those. I'm not learning how to use that to teach you how to use that when you could just learn how to use that because I've got my own thing going on here. Do you know what I mean?
Android's big ick.
Oh, Frank's got an Android, but his is off-brand. It's not even a Samsung or a Huawei. It's called a Realme or a Realm. It's a gaming mobile phone. I'm really telling my boyfriend. Because he's like, it needs a better processor so I can play my games on my phone. I'm like, okay, that's fine. How do you know your boyfriend won't cheat?
Android text. Ick.
Oh, green bubbles.
For me, if someone puts up an Instagram story and I can see that, it's the
that text.
The comic sound, yeah, I may have put that in the. I couldn't remember.
Worst. That is
top
one
tier.
Is the worst. I don't mind the generic Android one. I can still tell it's an Android a mile off. But the swirly one,
no.
You're 12, horrific.
No, all dead to me. Android, no.
Is it worse as a boy has a swirly one? Or girl has a swirly. You never see boys with the swirly one, actually. You always see the boys with the generic one, girls with the swirly ones.
Or if someone types in all lowercase, I'm like, why?
My belly made such a weird
Like,
noise. Did you hear it?
Living in the 21st century, just capitalise at least one word.
Everyone does it though nowadays.
Yeah, but
So we
anyway.
speak on the internet. We should know. We do social.
Yes, and I despise the people that use all lowercase in their stories.
Well, it's better than when we were younger and we had like the T25 whatever phones where you have to text with the T9 with the numbers.
Oh my
and you
god.
only had like a certain amount of characters, so you'd be like, what are you up to? But it'd be like WUU2.
And it would convert to like an MMS, wouldn't it? Because I had that. If you did too many words, it would convert to multimedia, and I'd be like, I'm not paying for
that.
It's like 2p.
Years ago,
I was
well,
like,
more than
no.
that. It was more like 38p or whatever. Because text
I
was
was
10p.
no.
Instead of text. We're not even that old, but like that was horrific. Anyway, we are very different people. We keep getting off track.
Yeah.
But we don't know if they know us. So let's
No.
let them know us. They don't know that we know.
That's a
know that they
dangerous
know
thing.
us.
The closer you get, the worse I get as a person.
Don't come too close. So, because people might be listening, people may not have not watched, and they don't know which one's which.
Oh yeah, just our voices.
Just our voices. Who do you think the ginger one is? I think they know anyway.
I sound ginger. I
No,
sound ginger.
I've definitely said like, oh, because you've got red hair, but then
Yeah.
do they know if that voice
Yeah, it's true.
is that? No, then they know. Maybe. Well, I'm the black one, basically. Shelley and Olivia is the not black one.
The ginger one.
But
That's
we've
a
got a
stereotype.
little fun way of getting to know each other. We've got some questions, and I've not seen the questions you're going to ask me.
And I've not seen the ones you.
No.
I tried to click on them earlier by mistake, and it
Yeah, I
was
was like, whoa!
pandemonium.
Like, my phone is an open book. There's nothing I don't think Olivia can not see on that phone, but bloody hell, do not ruin the episode for you.
I'm scared when people look at my phone. I get a weird anxiety. I'm like, what if I've left some? I don't know, like plans. I don't know. Anyway.
I think there's nothing that I would see on there that would surprise me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Genuinely. I'd be like, oh, it's an arsehole. Fair enough.
It's not mine.
You were like, I was Googling something.
I was Googling. I love looking at things. I once
Do you just
woke
look
up
up random
drunk.
illnesses online?
No, mine is when I'm drunk. Something happens in my brain. I remember once, full disclosure, actually no, I'll say this on the start and then I will remove the other one. Maybe that's a story for another time. But I was drunk and I woke up to where am I? I'd googled where am I, and there is a thing that obviously it tells you about. But I googled where am I before I'd wrote a drunken note to myself that was like, what about when flies fly into your face? That's their way of saying help me from the spider, and you're just swatting them away like they mean nothing.
It's very profound.
And I was like, I've got to stop drinking. One, I woke up and I'd googled talk to Frank.
The drug people. Does that still exist?
It still exists yet. I won't know.
Talk to Frank, please.
I was like, I need to talk to someone. So yeah, when bizarre things on my phone from after I've been drinking.
That's actually hilarious. It's actually hilarious.
Should I put these on now?
No, right. But there's a soft intro into this. So I was talking
Okay.
the other day where there was two friends and one asked what was your first impression of me, and that intrigued me. What was your first impression of me? Back in the day.
I thought you were very friendly. You were the person I spoke to the most, and I was nervous that everyone was going to be like quite standoffish. But you were very friendly, and I was like, I will get on with you.
Fair play. Because like when you work in an office for the first time, you have the impression that everyone's like a proper adult.
Yeah.
But like me and you, like literally, I'm younger than you. Like we're the same age.
Yeah.
Because you were doing your masters, weren't you?
Yeah.
I've done with uni.
Yeah, I was doing my masters.
Was that it? You just thought I was friendly?
Yeah, I thought you were friendly, and I was like, oh no, I'll get on with you.
Oh, that's really cool.
I do that. Because there's some people you meet, and I think that I got quite a personality. I feel like I can mould to different people, so I can get on quite well with people. But some people, I'm like, oh, I can't.
You know you're not going to gel.
Like, I'm going
Not
to gel,
that
but
you're
I feel
gonna
like,
hate,
not,
but you-
yeah, I feel a bit
like that.
apprehensive
Oh,
of
really?
them. Not me, I feel anxious around them. I'm like, ah.
Because I've had that where I think, ooh, I'm not sure if this person's going to vibe with me. Like, I've not got anything against them, but I feel like they're not going to get me, and I'm going to really just annoy them. You know, like, so there's some people that you can tell that you just existing, it just makes them want to throw up. Do you know what I mean?
I think I
They're
don't
like,
like people who tiptoe around. Yeah, why? Mine's like when you have to tiptoe around people. Sometimes I feel like you have to be careful what you say around them.
Yeah.
That is draining, I think. But you can normally tell that quite instantly, I think.
Do you know my first impression of you?
Yeah.
She was a bitch. No, I literally didn't. I thought you were really friendly as well. And I thought, because you and Quag started at a similar time.
Yeah.
So it was like two newbies. And I was like, I think I was taking pictures for social for that bit.
Yeah.
So for our work's social Instagram. So I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, these guys seem quite nice and friendly. And we were all the same age. And then we just made our own little group.
Gang, gang.
Gang, 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 gang.
Gang,
yeah,
gang.
because when I left, season 2. No, what did you say season 1
You,
was before you guys got
yeah,
there?
season 1 was
Season
before
1 was
we
before you
got
guys
there.
got there. Season 2 was when you and Quags joined.
Yeah.
Season 3, Dom joined. No,
Yeah.
I think, you know what, he joined partway through season 2, I would say.
I was going to put him, align him with 4.
Would you?
Yeah, because that was when we moved to the new office. So I thought there's 2, and then I would say season 4.
There's a new office.
Yeah.
Then I left.
Then it was 5.
Then you left not that long after me, did you?
Yeah, Craig's went before me, and then I was like...
We all left in the same year, didn't we?
Yeah, we went one after
It's
the
like
other.
Community when Donald Glover leaves and it's shit afterwards.
Yeah, I knew...
Then Dom was like trying to carry the rest of the season.
Yeah, I think as soon as... Because it was like a loss to lose you, and then when Craig's went as well, like... I felt like everyone was going, I thought, God, if Dom goes, then I feel like... I was friends with people there, but I had no, like allies.
Yeah.
So I was like...
Because Dom didn't have a
okay.
choice. When Dom joined, we were like, we'll have you.
Yeah,
You
Dom!
coming in the group. I remember we were friends with him for quite a while, quite a few months, right? And he said something and we went, I didn't know you went to uni. He went, yeah, you never asked me about myself.
Yeah, he did. We were like, you have a sister? He was like, your family owns an Italian restaurant?
We were like, you got a brother? And he was like, you literally never asked me a single question about myself. About
Yeah,
me.
exactly.
We were like, oh, sorry, we just chat shit. Try and do work.
Oh my
Because
God.
even sometimes I still forget, like the other day, it's like my brother, and I was like, oh yeah.
I've just only
Like,
found out recently that yes.
Like, we genuinely love him with all of our heart. We just forget because we just was like absorbed him into the main cast.
Yeah, we just became...
We were like, he's main cast energy, he's coming in. And we just, that was it. He was fully in.
You could tell the directors were like, damn, they're going to
Like,
come
they
up
just,
to
you know when they forget to give him a backstory? But
Yeah.
they're just part of the main cast, like they were always there.
Yeah.
That was Dom.
That was like, yeah, that's a big TV show.
And do you know what I always quite, I don't know if you were there, you know when we, I think it was definitely me, Quags and Dom, we went to get lunch at the Tesco down the road. Other supermarkets are available. And I think he got like an avocado slink sandwich and we were like, oh weird. And he went,
Oh my God.
quite nice actually. I went, quite nice actually. Like, all the time,
Oh, yeah.
quite nice actually.
I remember that we went to... There was a co-op, wasn't it?
It was a co-op.
Yeah, it was a co-op, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's quite nice actually. So every time he likes everything, we're like, Dom, it's quite nice actually. And we said that as wedding. And as wedding, we're like, oh Dom, the food's quite nice actually.
It was very nice, actually, yeah. Oh, that's so funny.
But yes, so yeah, that was a little entry.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. So this is the next stage of this is you're going to put some headphones on. We're going to get some music blaring.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you some questions. You're going to... Wait, don't get them on yet. Can you hear
Oh, yeah, I can still hear you.
me? Okay, right. You're going to lip read
Yeah.
and then answer the question you think I'm saying.
Okay. If I don't get...
Right, turn them off if you're really loud.
Am I really loud now?
You're like, oh God!
Oh, God!
So yeah, answer the questions you think I'm saying.
Okay.
Whatever you hear, answer it.
Okay.
And then we'll go through all the questions, and then at the end, because it might be hilarious, you might have got some, you might not.
Yeah.
And at the end, we'll just do a quick fire round of all the actual questions that you may have missed.
Okay.
So we get to know you a bit more, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Good luck.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Right, let me put the music on. It's on here.
I think about you.
There's nothing playing.
No, I'm just getting loud. This is very good. But it's going to be so loud. Right.
Is it playing?
I can cut. I think that's alright. I'm going deaf.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can't hear you at all.
Yeah?
I'm going to go deaf after this.
Alright, we'll give it quick. You ready?
It's going to drop.
Hang on. Is that better?
I'm going to wait till it drops. I feel like this is good. I feel like I'm speaking really
I'm
loud.
speaking really loud.
Alright, I'm ready.
Yeah? Are you ready? Okay.
Oof.
You ready?
Yeah. I'm fiving.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, I can't hear you. I can see your lips moving.
Okay.
It's so
Are
loud.
you ready? What did you want to be when you were older?
It's like, what's my favourite type of profiterole? Suet caramel.
Okay. What's your earliest memory?
London?
What's your most awkward date?
6 69.
What's your... Oh, tell me if it gets quiet if you can't hear me. Right. What's your favourite album?
A cat.
Okay. Have you ever had a near-death experience?
Yes.
Okay. Who inspires you the most?
No.
What would be your dream job?
A travel journalist.
Oh, she got that one.
Maybe.
What did you have for dinner yesterday?
Paella?
Do you believe in astrology?
The universe?
Have you ever broken a bone or had surgery?
Yes.
Alright, you can take it off there. You can take it off there.
Oh, good thing.
That was all the questions.
Okay.
That was fucking hilarious.
I honestly did not.
Oh,
I think I only got the dream job.
It was so... But some of them you said, like, things that actually work somehow.
Most of the times I was like, yes. I was like, that will work.
So the first one was, what did you want to be when you were older?
Oh.
When you were younger.
I want to be an actress.
Ooh. What's your earliest memory?
A giraffe peg. And there was mouldy sandwiches in it at primary school.
Wow.
I think.
What's the most awkward date you've been on?
Oh, that one with the arcade, and he had never.
This is the guy who couldn't play the air hockey.
I didn't know what air hockey. He'd never been to. I'm literally deaf from that.
I turned it down as well.
When he didn't know what the godforsaken arcade was.
Oh, he'd never been.
They'd never been to an arcade yet. Didn't understand the concept of it. Awkward. All did the same thing as me.
I think on this one I said, what's your favourite date? And you said 69. What's your most awkward date? And it just made me laugh so much. What's your favourite album? That's what I said.
My favourite album. So 1975. Oh, their first ever one. So 1975 by 1975.
Yeah.
Between that and Arctic Monkeys.
Which Arctic Monkeys one?
I do. I'm
AMFM.
so, I am, but that's so generic. So probably like.
I was called it AMFM. It's been off.
AMFM. No, probably 1975 by the 1975.
Have you ever had a near-death experience?
Yes, when I was younger, I fell off an inflatable dragon and then began to drown.
Wow.
Which is quick fire.
Who inspires you the most?
Look through.
Okay. What would be your dream job? You said that one, travel journalist.
Yeah, travel journalist most probably, or like a writer, bestseller author.
What did you have for dinner yesterday?
I thought I had that.
You said paella.
I actually had 3 potato smileys, a slice of cheese pizza. I thought it was
Sorry,
what
you
your
had
favourite
children's
meal.
birthday party.
I was at my friend's surprise birthday party, and there were just roast potatoes. Bizarre. Every time he has a spread, I don't know, but it was beautiful. He had a spread, and it was just 2 bowls of roast potatoes, and I was like, the energy here is immaculate.
Do you know what?
So I had 6 roast potatoes, 2 smiley faces, lots of crisps, and 1 slice of pizza.
Do you know what? I respect that. And then, do you believe in astrology? You just said yes.
I think I said the universe or something, because it's like, what do you believe in? I was like, the universe. Yes, kind of, ish, a bit, some elements.
Have you ever broken a bone or had surgery?
I slit my knee open, and then had to get it.
Do you have stitches?
Stitched up, yeah, so it's the closest. It was horrible. I flipped over a brick wall. So I was like, watch me!
Oh yeah,
and
like kids.
fell,
They're like,
yeah,
what should we do
literally
this?
in the corner of the brick wall. They could see my cartilage.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh, it'll be fine. But no blood was coming out of it. That's how deep it cut.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was rough. I still have the scar now. I remember once I had a boyfriend that went, oh, isn't that a shame? That is in...
That's such a weird reaction to that story.
No, even that. He just was talking about the sky. He was like, what a shame. Like, it ruins the rest of your
I'm sorry, my knee is no longer to model standard.
No, it's just below my knee as well. It's so.
Everyone's got scar
arbitrary.
on or around their knee. It means you
Yeah.
had a childhood and you went outside.
Oh, it's so bad. It just made me laugh, and he's like, "Oh, scar. That's a shame." And I was like, "You son of a bitch."
Right, I've not seen my questions. I'm going to put some Paramore on.
Oh God, my ears. That's a rough in there.
Oh, there we go.
It's like I was at a concert.
Let's put.
I don't know how people listen to music that loud.
Right, scroll down and press play in a minute. Which way around does this go? And then, well, so press play and then go on it and then look. Hang on. Gotta wait for the drop. Oh, I feel like I'm
Yeah.
talking really loudly. These are really good.
Oh,
I don't want to see
yeah,
the screen.
Okay,
Wow.
let me know when you're ready. Wow!
What? I can't
Yeah,
hear you
good.
at all. I don't
Oh.
want to see the screen. I don't want to see the screen.
All right,
Yeah,
ready.
yeah,
Okay. Right. What is your worst drunken night story?
What?
It's really hard.
Say again.
What is your worst drunken night story?
What is my worst dream history? I don't know. I once so loud. I once had a dream I got stabbed. That was kind of interesting. I don't know.
I suppose that works. 2. What is your biggest regret in life?
What? This is so hard. What?
I feel like you're not
I don't want to see the screen.
biggest regret in life.
Do I believe in real life?
Yes.
Say again.
What is your biggest regret in life?
What's my biggest something in life? My biggest goal in life is to be happy.
What is your most proud achievement?
What's my most proud achievement? Buying a house.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
If I could do something, what would it be? Oh, I don't know. I'd probably be a writer.
What is your biggest...
Hang on. It's going quiet on the music. I heard what? Do you want to skip it? Skip. Oh no, skip. It needs to be loud. We need to put... Skip. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you get. Right, what is your biggest struggle?
What's my biggest muscle? This ass.
What animal would you want to be?
What?
What animal would you want to be?
What would I like to be? Wait, I said that. I said a writer, maybe?
What's your favourite style of clothing?
What's my favourite
Favourite style of clothing?
item of clothing? My favourite item of clothing? I don't know. I love all my bikinis. I don't know.
Do you believe in astrology? That's weird. Do you believe in astrology?
Do I believe in ancient history?
Yes.
Well, I have no reason to argue with it.
Ice cream or cake?
What do I do in the morning? I wake up and brush my teeth.
Do you actually like Christmas?
Do I actually like my job? Yes.
Listen.
That was pause the music. That was so hard.
It's so hard.
Oh my god, I literally did not know anything you were saying. That was ridiculous. Right, what were
Right,
they?
so what is your worst drunken night story?
Oh my god. Oh shit. I think the uni one was quite bad. I did cheer at uni, Essex Flames, and it was initiation. So I was, because we were freshers, and we had to be ladettes and ladies. So we were like chavs.
That's
but
beautiful.
But like Vicky Pollard chavs. So I had like tiny top on, like massive bra showing, big hoops, crazy makeup, like wrong coloured foundation. But obviously most people have orange foundation, obviously I'm black, so I had like pale foundation on, false eyelashes, ripped tights. they sellotaped Cactus Jacks into my hands. I had to drink a whole bottle of Cactus Jacks. I had Malibu and normal rum with cloudy lemonade, so I couldn't taste it. Drank a litre and a half of it. They wouldn't let me in the club on campus because I was too drunk, so someone changed my hair, let me back in. I was in there for a bit, and then I just threw up in the toilets. I don't even remember. But then I went to go for a wee, and I sat down, but I needed to throw up again, so I just threw up on the floor, like.
That sounds standard night.
And people in there said it sounded like someone had just tipped a bucket upside down. It's just liquid, like, ejecting itself out of my body.
Because I've never seen you that drunk.
Literally, because I'm normally not that drunk. And then my cheer mum, Sheba, and her boyfriend picked me up. He came into the girls' toilets to take me to there, because they lived in a couple's flat on campus. And I woke up the next day completely in different clothing. She'd undressed me, put me in pyjamas, so like throwing up everywhere. I woke up the next day.
Oh my god.
Like, fully in other clothes. Good night though. I don't remember any of it. Really
sometimes it's best you don't.
Yeah, that's probably my worst drinking night story. It's quite a long one, but it's quite funny.
What is your biggest regret in life?
I don't really regret it. Because, do you know what? My biggest regret in life at the moment, because I don't really regret anything, this is a bit of a silly one. I don't think I said this to you guys. When we were I went to University of Essex, that's when me and Frank met. At our freshers' fair, there was someone giving free Bitcoin.
Oh my god.
Did we get any? No. We know someone who did and remembered his password. It's a nice little deposit for a house now. That's my biggest regret in life. I've got a laptop desk and about 100 pens. Did I get the free fucking Bitcoin in 2013? No.
Damn. Yeah, because I was going out with someone that loved Bitcoin, and I was like,
so yeah, I don't have any like profound regrets because like everything's a learn. I don't want to be like profound. Like everything's a learning experience, and like you win some, you lose some, whatever. But like, that's like my own like trivial regret.
What is your most proud achievement?
Oh, I said buying the house. I've always wanted to move out. And it's such a big thing for me. As soon as I started work at 16, I was like, I'm buying a house, I want to buy a house, I want to buy a house. It's so hard to buy a house.
Yeah.
I'm annoying and fastidious, so I saved up like a crazy person, and I, used all my ISAs and all that boring stuff, and I maxed them all out, and I'm very good at saving, so I just don't do a lot of things. But we do go on holiday. We normally go on 2 holidays a year, so... But I still save, and then, we managed to buy this house this year, before the interest rates went kaput. So, it's one of my prized achievements, and we feel so happy here. Like just chilling around the house.
Yeah.
It's not even that it's not a fancy house, is it?
It's a nice house.
Yeah, it's nice. It's not that fancy. This is like, it looks fancy because we've got like a study, but it's just the living room's been cut in half. So like the other side of that's literally the sofa. Like it's not that big, is it, the other side? Yeah. It's because you have to go through the kitchen to get to the living room.
Yeah, it feels longer.
Yeah. But that's my prized achievement.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Ooh, I can't even even get this. What the fuck did I say for this?
I honestly cannot remember.
I think, in Harry Potter they can just like apparate and like disappear and go somewhere else.
Yeah.
I'd love that because holidays would be so good.
Yeah, that's true.
You just have to pay for accommodation. In fact, you wouldn't even have to do that if you could deal with the time difference. Because you could just go back home. You could just have a day in France and go back home. You wouldn't even have to pay. You sleep in your own bed.
I've never heard anyone say that. Or have I?
Probably have.
Everyone's always like, immortality.
Oh no, none of that. I want to be able to enjoy it. You can't enjoy it if it's always going to be there.
The next one, what is your biggest struggle?
I don't know. I do talk a lot, and it probably annoys a lot of people. My brain moves very fast. I'm very sure I have undiagnosed ADHD. We're on the waiting list. We're getting there. So just all the stuff that goes with that, getting distracted and talking loads, that sort of stuff, I struggle. It doesn't always affect me personally, but it is something I need to work on.
Okay. 6 was, what animal would you be?
Oh. Ooh. See, part of me is like something sleepy, like a cat, because I like cozy and like cats. But then something's like something majestic, like a phoenix. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Healing people and bring them swords. Not okay.
But then don't you have to die and then come back? That must be a lot of...
Yeah, but at least you get a bit of a rest. And then you're a baby again. Just a baby.
But then, do you remember all the things from your past adult phoenix life?
Yeah, I reckon they do.
I hope so.
Or if not, it's like starting afresh.
That's true. But you're not you anymore.
But you are.
Damn, that's philosophy. I've got to figure out that in my own time. What's your favourite style of clothing?
Style of, I was like, my bikinis.
Yeah.
Style of clothing, that's really hard. I wear like right now, like I'm wearing a cardi, I'm wearing a stripy crop top, I'm wearing some trackies underneath that you can't really see. But then I also I love wearing dresses.
Yeah.
But the main reason I like wearing dresses is because then I don't have to think about what to wear, because I only have to pick one item of clothing.
Yeah, that's so true.
Because if you've got like top and jeans, you're like, what top and what jeans, and then different shoes go with different things. But like if I wear a dress, that's one item of clothing, we're done here.
Someone goes, oh, I'm wearing like just smart casual. I'm like,
oh, I need to know exactly what you're wearing. I need to know what top, what trousers, what skirt, whatever, what shoes. Vibe. Like I like the outfit I wore last week, my little yellow one.
That's a vibe, yeah. It's very clueless.
I wore it 2 days in a row because I was seeing some other friends the day before, and they were like, "What?" And I was like, "Look, for some reason I'm booked this weekend, so I'm wearing one outfit that could do both social activities."
That is me. Especially when I'm hungover, I'm like, I'm gonna wear this same outfit for 4 days now. Do you believe in astrology? Which is weird. It's the same question you asked me.
That's
Bizarre.
so weird.
So I was like,
I only wrote the questions for you. My sister and Frank wrote the other questions. So I believe in astrology. I don't know if I do, because I think when we look at that's like star signs and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you look at your rudimentary, what are they called?
Horoscopes.
Horoscopes, yes, thank you. When you look at your rudimentary horoscopes, they're always a bit generic. They're never like too tailored, and I think sometimes we can, like the whole, you have to put the evidence together to come to the conclusion, not make the evidence fit the conclusion you're thinking of.
Yeah.
I think horoscopes come across so that you make the horoscope fit what you're feeling rather than the horoscope describing how you're feeling. Do you know what I mean? Or how you might feel. And I think
bias.
Yeah, and that's exactly that. And that's why I'm not sure I believe in it always. But that's not to say that the science and the spirituality isn't out there, and the way planets and energy aligns with certain actions doesn't have an effect on the actions. But I just don't think it's as clear cut as like the horoscope says you're going to have a good interaction with the boy today and your dad was nice to you. Yeah, that's true. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I have an app and it gives you one each day, and some of them are quite like I've already
experienced it before you saw it.
I'm like,
But I think it depends on the mindset you're in when you look at it.
Yeah, it's faith, isn't it? If you believe in something, you believe in it. It's like if you go in a house and someone's like, it's haunted, suddenly everything will be like, something will be slightly out of place, someone would have moved you, but a ghost, everything.
But the house could have always been haunted and no one could have told you, and you would have never had experienced anything in there.
Exactly. So it's one of those things, people are like...
So I'm not saying I don't, I'm not saying I do. I think there's something there, but I don't know if I've seen it in the right way to say I'm a firm believer.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think that's fair. Ice cream or cake?
Cake. I like ice cream. I do, but it's cold.
Not a big fan of cake. Not a big fan of cake.
I like cake.
Ice cream.
I do love ice cream as well.
And then, do you actually like Christmas?
I do like Christmas in the sense, I don't like how commercialised we've all made it, and I don't like how people feel the need to spend so much money on one day. Like when I used to work at Costa at the service stations, people would be like, oh, I've got to buy 2 PS4s for my sons, and I'm like, you have 2 children? And I was like, yeah, and I was like, then buy 1 PS4 and 2 controllers.
What the hell?
And it's like, no, they need 1 each. I was like, no, the only person who's telling them they need 1 each is you, and the reason they're asking for 1 each is because you keep giving them 1 each. Like, you don't need to. No. And people are like breaking their back, and I think you do Christmas however you want to do Christmas in your family. Spend as little or as much money as you can or you want to spend, but I feel like we shouldn't make a blanket expectation for everyone. Like, people would be like so annoyed, like, oh, I can't believe the shops are closed, and I'm like, if you haven't got something you fundamentally need for Christmas Day by Christmas Eve, that is your own fault. Like, it's not going to ruin it if they don't have one type of like cheese. It's not going to ruin Christmas. Do you know what I mean? If you forgot to buy but you know, like if there's like, oh, I forgot to get the brie, the rest is there, but there's no brie or whatever. It's not going to ruin Christmas. If you don't have a tin of celebrations because you forgot to buy it, it's not going to ruin Christmas.
It's true.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so much to it that we think, like, we're having Christmas here. It's our first Christmas we've ever done in this house because we've not been here that long. But like, we're buying, my focus is on the food, and we're doing a few little presents, but nothing spectacular. When no one's spending big amounts of money, it's like, oh, I want these socks, or I want this, or I want little things. But I think, like, I like the idea of, like, having a bit of time off, because we work in an office, we get a bit of time off, watching shit TV, eating shit, chilling out, and, like, spending a bit of time with your friends and family. That's what I like about Christmas. I don't think it's, like, I'm not very religious either, but I just don't like how we put so much on it. Like, people are like, Christmas is ruined! It's like, it's ruined because you didn't get one thing that you quite like, but you still have all of your friends and family there. Christmas would be ruined if your house burns down. Do you know what I mean?
It's all about what you make of it, I think.
Yeah, like I saw this woman on TikTok and she's got 3 kids. I don't know if she's got a partner or not. That's not even really relevant to the story. But she spends £100 per child on Christmas.
Yeah.
And she had someone comment saying, that's not enough, that's ridiculous, blah, 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 blah.
Oh my God.
I take out loans for da-da-da-da. And the woman said, I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't do that. I'm saying this is what I do and you shouldn't shame me for doing that because my family are happy with this. And they're like, no, they're not. And she asked their kids, and her kids were like, yeah, it's fine. We've always done that. It's not about this, it's about spending time with my family. Like
people like that, it's like if you ask for anyone's opinion, people are so caught up in their own experiences in life that you're just battling.
Yeah, and I think if you want to get your kids a PS4 each, absolutely, you can do that. Don't feel like you have to. Don't feel like because you see someone else doing that you need to. Like, do what works for you and enjoy it as your family enjoys it. Because your own family may not even celebrate Christmas, but you enjoy the time off. That's absolutely fine.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, we're not religious, we don't celebrate it religiously. I mean, it's a great time of year to get chocolate and cheese and crisps, isn't it?
I love a cheese board.
What do your family do at Christmas?
They all just get together, really. Normally, I suppose it's been a bit different the last few years, but I think normally everyone just gets together in one place. We have Christmas games. Everyone's asleep by about 9, 10, the older generation, and then that's it. So it's been beautiful. This Christmas will be very different for me, obviously. I'm going to Australia.
We're going to have a hot Christmas.
I
want you to send me a bikini pic with a Santa hat on Christmas Day.
I feel like I'd be such a prick if I put that on Instagram.
No,
I really want to do it. Yeah, Santa's hat,
sexy.
bikini,
like sexy.
like on the floor. Yeah, I don't know if I'd protrude sexiness, but I will send it just for you.
You did that hot topic once. That was hot. So, well, you know you'll always get a like of me from your pictures, so don't worry about that.
Oh my god, yeah. So bikini, Santa hat. I think
Santa hat's negotiable, but bikini.
I'm going to take one with me. Our plan for Christmas Day, so we get there for 5 p.m. or whatever happens. Get there for 5 p.m. Christmas Day.
Oh, you literally land on Christmas Day?
Yeah, we take off on Christmas Eve, land Christmas Day, and then we get there at 5. We're going to go... Our friends are out there. We're going to meet them on the beach. They've got us bags of wine. So we're all going to meet on the beach, get drunk on the beach, and then sleep for the rest of the next
I mean, Boxing Day is a good day anyway. It's like leftover day, isn't it?
So we're going to then hopefully get over the jet lag. But I'm not looking forward to the jet lag. I've got a real big fear of the jet lag.
See, for me, when I went to New York, oh God, it's like so long ago, like 6 years ago now. And when I came back from New York, my jet lag was terrible. But when I went to Japan, it was fine.
I was miserable.
I was absolutely fine. My sleep was fine. When I was like New York, I was like awake at times that weren't times in the UK or America. I was just awake at random times.
This is what I'm really deeply worried about because apparently it can cause like sleep paralysis, which I get a lot, and I'm like,
yeah, me too. But I don't know. I'm just saying, when I went that way, I was fine. When I went that way, awful. I mean, it's backwards for people watching, but
yeah, I suppose Australia's in the middle, but we'll see.
Australia's near Japan.
Oh yeah, I suppose so.
It's just
but then if you carry on. Unless you think the Earth is
no, because it's still above. It's still ahead, isn't it? Because Japan was like 10 hours ahead.
Yeah, and then Australia's 12.
Yeah, depending on where you are, because it's got like 4 time zones or something, doesn't it?
Oh God, help us! I'm just fearful of the spiders.
That's all. What about the snakes?
I'm not scared of the snakes. I know they're more dangerous, or some.
Are you going to go near where Steve Irwin's? Australia's it. America's it. Oh.
I'm going to Sydney and then up by the east coast.
Mm.
So then up by Byron Bay.
I'm not going to pretend I know where everything is in there. I was going to say a place. I was like, you don't know.
I forget how big it is. I'm like, oh, we could just go like Adelaide or we can go Brisbane.
It's fucking massive.
Olivia, it's a 6-hour flight to get from that.
Isn't it like twice the size of the whole of the UK or some shit?
Yeah, because we're going to drive. We've rented a car and it's like a 5-hour journey for about this much of a map. And you're like, I was like, yeah, we'll make it there. My friend was like, you are driving. And I was like, okay, that's fair.
They have a lot of automatics out there, don't they?
Yeah, because you think we're like this, and to get our little map is like this, and for us to get to Edinburgh or something is like a 6-hour drive.
Yeah, we got to Newcastle from Frank's house, Frank's parents' house in North London in like 4 hours, and we stopped off on the way. Yeah. And we were not going fast. We were taking it easy breezy. Yeah. And then it was like another hour and a half to Edinburgh. So yeah, if we probably from here, we could probably do it in about 6 hours.
Savage.
And we like stopped off for like half an hour. We were like, I was driving up proper leisurely, like I was not racing. It was quite quick actually, and that's like half of the UK.
Because you can get to Wales. That's a solid 4.5 hours as well. I've done that journey.
I've not done that. I've not been to Wales still.
It's alright. It's nice.
Is it?
I went to a wedding, so it's gonna be good. It's gonna be.
Oh yeah, because you did that hen do, didn't you, as well?
Yeah.
Did you do like go ape or something? You said you were terrified for your
Oh,
life.
that was my best friend. Yeah, everyone was like scared to do it. I was like, I'm doing it. I'm one of those people. If someone's like, everyone in the room is scared, I'm like, well, somehow I get balls, like confidence. I'm like, well, I'm doing it. But if everyone else was like, I'm doing it, and I was scared, I'd be like, okay, I'll be doing it.
Yeah, because you said you did the tree topper eventually. You were scared. Me and Frank have done go ape twice since then. But if you ever come with us, don't ever go on the same like thing as Frank, because he stands on it and it's like, you know, like when you see dogs on like cat things and it's shakes. That's Frank, and I'm like, oh my god, like I'm not scared, but you shaking it's making me want to.
Yeah. Oh, you should go with someone that was like, yeah.
Yeah, it was good fun though. Tess refused. She was like, I'm not doing that.
Oh, I have to.
But I was like, fair play.
There's no way you can get hurt. Well, actually,
she's never gonna do it. She's never ever gonna do it.
I'm just like, well, I'm doing it. I didn't think I was scared of heights, and I did that, and I was like, okay, there might be some kind of...
They trick you because it slowly gets higher and higher and higher.
Down,
and you're like, oh.
And you know nothing bad is really
going to happen. They don't fucking train you. Yeah, like, go out. They trust you. They don't, like, teach you. You have a little bit downstairs where they're like, clip this on, clip that on you.
I actually prefer that because, you know, I get bored. So I just don't want to hear loads of instructions. I'll be like...
Oh, yeah, me too. But, like, then you're up there and they're like, you're doing amazing, sweetie. While you're like...
I'm like, am I? Am I?
They literally teach you for like 2 minutes and they're like, you're on your own, fuck you!
That's what I love. I love that kind of energy.
Because then you're like actually proper like, am I strapped in?
It's like when I went with work for a work trip, we did...
Did you go away?
We did like quad biking and archery and axe throwing. Archery?
Yeah, because I saw that thing of you in like that. I was like, what the hell is going on?
And there was, a car and you were all over the place. And I thought, I was driving this quad bike, I was like, who's letting me drive this? Who's letting me drive this? I was like, I'm not qualified. And then we had this like crazy car things. I was like, I am not legally allowed to. I'm gonna flip this thing. And then I got a walk.
Imagine being like someone video like Olivia, like, oh my gosh, she's doing so amazing, and you just flipped and like, oh shit.
Like, it's impossible to flip this. And in my mind, I'm like,
I'll find a way. That's what I think.
Right,
They're like, right, so it's actually, you actually won't be able to do this. It's actually not something that it's designed to do. And you're thinking, well, I'll fucking manage. I will.
And so yeah.
I don't think I could live in a house share again. It's not even like the sharing, it's like other people using your shit and leaving it a mess. My sister's moved into a house share, but she has an ensuite.
So it's not too... Mine's like...
She's got a shower ensuite.
Like, when I was going downstairs, I was like, please no one be in the living room. But
I know, it sounds really bad, but you don't want to talk to people all the time. You just want to chill on your own and like you don't know who you're going to see.
But I didn't mind when I lived with my friends, but it's when you live with strangers, like obviously when my two friends...
Strangers become friends?
Sometimes, but sometimes they don't, and you really don't want to speak to them. Sometimes you're like, you can be civil, but small talk you can do in the streets. But in the sheets...
The streets, you don't even want to small talk anyway.
No, so yeah, I'll walk along the other side. Be my best friend. I'll see you coming, I'm like, I'm going to cross the road.
But it's... When I was in first year of uni, there was this girl, and she was third year, but she'd done like a year abroad, a year placement, and come back, so she was in halls. Because obviously everyone in her year's gone, so she can be in halls. And she was... I don't judge people, but she was such a fucking bitch, right? Like, the microwave and the cooker were like either side of the door to the kitchen, and you know uni halls, they all have a big fire door, so you can hear when someone comes and someone goes, and you can hear them walking down the corridor, because it was like a hall with like... a hall with rooms either side, and at the end was the kitchen, and then that end was the front door. So like you could hear people walking down the corridor to get to the kitchen and vice versa. You would walk in the kitchen and she wouldn't even turn around and look at you.
Oh, that's savage.
You'd hear like, and she would just be like, she would not turn around and acknowledge you even existed in there. Right?
Kind of respect the energy though.
Rude. And then once she put her food in the fridge hot and my milk went off, it turned to cheese. Like it literally, I hadn't even opened it yet, it went and separated. She put hot food in the fridge.
She's
big, 21 years old. I was 18 and I was like, this ain't fucking right. And then she used my glasses and then like broke them. She had her friends around for alumni weekend and I was like, fine, she's got some friends. And then she just left the flat like a state. I remember one of the girls who lived in our flat, she was quite loud, just in general, not like in sexy times. And she put a little post-it note outside our room that said, stop screaming. Which, fair enough, but she was just a bitch. She just would never talk to you or anything. She'd use all your stuff, leave it dirty, and I was like, no.
It's almost like, do you think they think they're better than you? Or are they a bit anxious and don't know how to speak, and that comes out in rudeness sometimes? You never know with people.
But even if she just turned around and just did a little smile, no noise, that's fine.
I get a bit like that. I can't say hello because I might feel awkward.
But even if you know they're cooking, you just go,
yeah,
that's it.
Do a little... You're right.
Because in halls, no one's really having that much of a conversation. If you ain't friends, you ain't having that much of a conversation
No,
anyway.
I don't know. I was very lucky. I was very blessed as friends with all mine.
Yeah, he was. She was the only one who was a bit rude. There was another guy who was 4th year as well, and I remember it was like April, and he was like, "We have a Hoover." I was like, "We've been here for like 5 months."
He's my vibe. That's weird.
And then when I went on tour, he was on tour with hockey. I was on tour with cheer. He'd left after us, but got to that. He was in the same hotel, got there before us, and then I saw him naked jump in the pool. And I thought, I've seen my housemate's Willie, and it is 8 o'clock in the morning. This is a lot. I was already with Frank then, so I was like, because it was the same day. He was like, because I was hoovering my room. He's like, "There's a Hoover," and then like we both went on because we had to go get the coach to Spain.
For shadow.
25-hour coach to Spain.
And you could say you saw his Hoover.
Oh, fucking hell. Jesus. No, but it doesn't suck though, does it? Imagine if it did.
So yeah, that's everything about me in one sentence.
But yeah, our uni was a vibe. I had a good time.
Yeah.
Frank. I suppose it's worth it then. Got a degree. Found my degree the other day actually. Was
I don't know
stuff.
where the hell mine is.
Mine's upstairs.
My mum keeps it safe somewhere. And her important.
She's like, you're like, "Where's my degree?" She's like, "I'm like," that's exactly what your mum would say. She'd be like, no idea. It's like under the cat's bed or something.
It probably is. It's probably been used in the lecture.
She's like shredding all the documents, and it's like University of Portsmouth Crisis is getting shredded.
Yeah, what's the best use for a creative writing degree? Cat litter,
But yeah, that is us. That is a bit more about us. I don't know what we're going to do next week, but tune in and see. If you want us to play this game again and find out even more about us, send some questions in, and maybe I'll get Frank to like put them together.
Yeah.
Just start it with like get to know you part 2 or something.
Yeah.
And then I'll get Frank to look at them all, and then we'll do it again. But if there's any other episodes you want us to do, let us know. We've got some fun ones coming up, so stay tuned.
Yes, and I'll be less sleep deprived.
I need to stop singing. It's actually ridiculous.
I like it. Add some kind of rhythm to it.